Next, we're going to look at geometric sequences. So geometric sequences are sequences that each number changes by a common ratio, and a common ratio is multiplying by the same number each time. So if you look at this pattern, you're multiplying by 1/2 to get from term to term. So the common ratio is 1/2. Notice instead of saying divide by 2, we talk about it as multiplying. So we multiply by a fraction rather than dividing by a number. So the explicit rule for a geometric sequence is to get the new term, you plug in the first term in the sequence, then plug in the common ratio, and raise only the common ratio to the power n minus 1. So if you wanted the 100th term, you'd plug in 100 for the n. So the explicit rule for this geometric sequence would look like an equals a1 is 4, because that's the first term. Then the common ratio is 1/2, and then you're just raising the 1/2 to the n minus 1. If you wanted, for example, the 100th term, it would look like a100 equals 4 to the 1/2, 100 minus 1. And then if you type this into your calculator, it would tell you the 100th term in this sequence. The recursive rule, once again, you have to start with the first term because you need to know the term before to find the next term. So you would first state a1 equals, and then the first term. Then for the rule itself, you've got an, so whatever the next term you want, then the common ratio multiplied by the previous term. So I did parentheses to show that. If you wanted to put like a times sign here, you could, but you're multiplying those together. So for this example, it would look like a1 equals, the first term is 4, and then an equals the common ratio, so 1/2 multiplied by an minus 1 to represent the previous term. So same as arithmetic, it's hard to find the 100th term using recursive because you would have to know the 99th term to do 99 times 1/2. So really the geometric is better for finding a certain term, where recursive is easy if you start from the beginning to go from term to term. All right, now try your geometric sequence examples.